To be honest, guys, if things can't get any worse for Morocco, it just did. Hello, guys, my name's the Foxwolf here, and today, to be honest, guys, this is just going to be a short video. This video is just going to talk about the third place finals of Morocco versus Croatia. In hindsight, guys, with a sore throat and everything else, in a dusty room, I decided to record it in my kitchen. But technically, guys, I don't want to talk about that, guys. This is just going to be a really short video. These are my thoughts of me talking about Croatia and Morocco and see what happened. Because technically, guys, I really was focused on watching this game. And after the first half was over, yeah, not really the way I expected. So with that being said, let's just continue before I decide not to record this at all. So technically, guys, like for Morocco and Croatia, it was possible because in hindsight, guys, Croatia has, considering that with the appearances that both Morocco and Croatia had, but considering the appearances what happened and this or that, and the careers both of them have been through, it was already obvious that Croatia had the win. I've said this in my last video of the semifinals. It's been obvious. And guys, before I talk about the game, technically, guys, the semifinal video I uploaded a couple days ago talking about the semifinals. I'm going to think about trying to re-upload that video before New Year's comes to the end of this year. So in hindsight, guys, there's nothing much I can say. Technically, there's nothing much because, like, it was really interesting because the first 10 minutes became a surprising because when seeing Croatia score their first goal, it was over as you know it. But in hindsight, I really didn't expect Morocco to score their second goal minutes later. But in hindsight, it was really of who was gonna blink first, and it was really interesting because, guys, considering after all of the plays and everything, there was a lot of possession on the ball for Croatia. They were throwing in a lot of possessions with the ball than how Morocco was doing. That is until, even though before the first half was over, around 42 minutes, Orsic, the man that took the winning shot, defeating Brazil in the penalties, would actually score the winning goal. The end of the first half, it just seemed like nothing was going to go their way, and to be honest, Morocco was over with. But technically, I'm just going to skip the last few minutes because technically, it's just going to be interesting because technically, around the 80-minute mark, there were some plays because keep this in mind. Like I said, Croatia had a lot of possession with the ball. There were fouls, but there wasn't a lot of yellow cards being thrown out. Considering there was one around the time with Morocco, a second yellow card came in really late before the game was over, like around probably the 90-minute mark. But yeah, all that, it just seemed like nothing bad happened. And guys, considering before 80 minutes or so, Morocco only kicked the ball 6 times in the goal and only hit them 2 times on target, with one of them being the goal. 12 shots for Croatia, and guess what? They only hit it 4 times in the goal. 2 of them were blocks, and 2 of them were in the goal. There was a lot of plays that just seemed like everything was just not going their way. But they still hang on. They were still having possessions, kicking the ball, this or that. And during the final several minutes, past the 90-minute mark and this or that, Morocco had possession of the ball at the end. They kicked the ball once, twice, or even 3 more times, but sadly they missed. They didn't get it on targets properly, but they were putting in a big offense at the end of the final minutes, and I was really surprised. But the game ended 2-0, 2-1. Croatia won, and Morocco again. But in defense of Africa to never score, the continents of Africa never managed to make it to the top 3 podium. Asia has done the same thing. And the closest time Asia has ever made it to the Final Four was South Korea in 2002. And they finished 4th, losing in the semifinals and losing in third place finals. But in hindsight, it sounds like those countries did better than North America because North America got 8. And it's just so embarrassing to this day. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say, guys. There isn't a lot of information I could talk about, but this is just a short video. We'll see what happens tomorrow in the final game of the one and only Argentina and France. Both of them are two-time World Cup champions, but who's going to become a third-time champion? We'll see that in the future. Argentina hasn't scored a champion in over decades until the 1980s, and France, they're just getting started. So let's see if they can pull out a two-time champion just like Italy and France and Brazil did, to see if they can become the third country. We'll find out next time. With that being said, Foxwolf out.